Thank you for tuning in to the Relentless Voice in episode 3. This is your host, Bruce C. Carter. And remember, I'm not here to influence you, entertain you, but I am here to empower you. Look, we're in this political season, and at the end of the day, black people, you have so much value right now. And I'm not sure you even know how much value you have. But we have what's called the Black Males Challenge. We are challenging black males to get engaged with politics. I'm tired of hearing you talk about your religion. Your religion, I don't understand, because you do everything against what you call your religion, but you make it a reason why you don't participate. Come on, guys. You can't do that this time. Our young black children, black males specifically, are dying at an alarming rate. They're popping pills, they're killing each other. They need help, they need hope. We need to leverage this election for resources, for opportunities right now. Not when one takes office in January, not what's gonna happen. No, right now. What are you talking about, Bruce? I'm talking about marketing dollars, the billions of dollars that these campaigns are spending to talk to you, but what they're not spending with you. We have designed the mechanisms to ensure that after November the 5th, we're ready to go to work. So if they don't fulfill no promises, no rhetoric, no campaign speeches, no politics will affect the outcome of where we're going with our young black children. It's paramount. We gotta be able to teach them how valuable they are, guys. We gotta be able to give them a foundation that's so solid that no matter what is going on, they can sustain. That's what I'm talking about. A solid foundation for our young people, these 12 to 26-year-olds that need somebody to pour something into them, even if they're dealing with the current downfalls of black males. And I've talked about them in episode 1. They're real, guys. Right now, our children, I'm talking about all of them. I ain't talking about the ones you had to be with the mama to call it. I'm talking about young people that need somebody to step up for them so they have a chance. Because right now, and I'm not trying to scare you, but remember, everything I talk about is my experiences. I've traveled this country since 2016. 300 nights in hotels across America. And I have seen the decline. If you're a business owner, you're not gonna have no staff that's gonna be able to come in your business and run your business in a high capacity with excellence, because they don't understand that. That's what I'm talking about doing. Taking these young people across America and empowering them with what I call a solid foundation. That solid foundation is going to teach them self-efficacy, to believe in themselves, to get up and know that they're valuable, and know that they can accomplish things if they so choose to apply themselves. And then they're gonna know the value of a life. Their life, your life, my life. They're gonna learn business. They're gonna learn entrepreneurship. That's that lady what they did. Oh, I forgot about her. Thank you. Man, we must utilize every opportunity where resources are flowing to be able to do the work now. So what does Team BMW want to do? Team Black Males Winning. What does that look like? What are you going to do to win? We're going to empower them. We're going to give these young people, 12 to 26, a solid foundation, which is something that is so important. We cannot depend on educational institutions to give our kids what they need. So what are you talking about, Bruce? What are you saying? My degree is education. I learned a lot in school, different kind of teachers, different settings. I went to college. I learned certain things in college that I can apply now. But life was my greatest teacher. The people I were around, the wisdom I gained from them gave me the things I needed to be able to walk indoors and create opportunities, how to present myself so people wanted to hear me. That's what we got to give our kids today. And remember, if all we want them to do and all we allow them to be done, to happen for them is to be influenced and entertained, shame on us. Shame on us as parents, shame on us as grandmothers, and shame on us as a society. So, this solid foundation I keep talking about, what is it? It is education with opportunity. What does it do? What does it give them? One, self-efficacy. We walk through that process of believing in yourself. First and foremost. And once we get them to understand their value and self-efficacy, we talk about the value of a life, your life and other people's lives. Because I believe once people understand their value, they're not wasting their life. They're going to protect it. They're not going to commit crimes that take their freedoms away, which ultimately makes all of the people we love and us a little safer. Entrepreneurship. People out here, I don't know if it's called selling out their soul, but they are leaving it all out there for nothing, for money. Little money, perceivably big money. People take on these opportunities that disparage the community that they need to be lifting up. They do foolishness to money. Anything that get them some money, they all in. Not understanding years from now, they'll look back and they'll learn to hate themselves because of everything they did to get some money. So we're going to teach them entrepreneurship. And they're going to get some money, but they're going to be building something in the process. And they're going to get it with dignity, integrity, and something that people celebrate them for wherever they go. Then we're going to deal with something I think that we have failed to deal with, and we call it everything but what I think it is. And that is environmental trauma extraction. The environments you live in, you raise in, and that you are involved in causes trauma. And we need to extract it, not from a mental health standpoint to where we're going to help you solve these issues, but we're going to bring them to the surface. Sometimes we don't know why we throw it off. We don't know what's going on because the environment has messed us up. That trauma that's there. It is wrong of us to think that with all the death that's taking place in our urban cores, that people are really not affected. I don't care if it's in the hands of police, individuals. It's traumatic. People are struggling. And I always talk about these downfalls that have destroyed black families in America consistently. I talk about slavery, political slavery, but the one that people want to stay away from now is drugs. We're scared of drug dealers. We know people that sell drugs. You know, drugs are legal. What are you talking about? I'm talking about the amount of people that's going to die at a higher alarming rate in urban cores of fentanyl. Marijuana's not going to kill them physically, but it's only masking their issues. It slows them down. They perform a little slower in a world that's like this right now. So we have to deal with that trauma. We have to extract it in a positive way. And we have to figure out how, moving forward, we protect our children from this environmental trauma. Then the other one that so many of us, even myself, Mr. I have a degree, I think I'm pretty smart. The first time I voted, I was 38 years old. I voted for Barack Obama. Black man running, yeah, I'm gonna do that thing. I was in real estate. there was a recession. The only people that benefited from it were the banks. People like myself, who was a real estate investor, nothing happened for us. Homeowners, nothing happened for them. Foreclosures on their credit. Nobody thought that we should do this. People are still dealing from that trauma. They lost what they worked for, never could get it back. And life is hard for them still. So I did it again. I just seen no value in it. And that's what leads us to where we're going to be talking about in a minute, this Black Male Challenge. But after we get through with this civic engagement, all in this solid foundation, we're going to go into merchandising. We're going to show people how to look at inventory, how to display it, how to go in and never go hungry. Because you can always, if you're willing to work, you can do what's called impulsive merchandising, and you can put some money in your pocket that day across this country. It works. We have to give these tools to individuals so in their minds, they don't feel hopeless. And then we have to show them the value of hard work. And one where I think we have failed our children horribly in our school systems and in our homes is consequences and conflict resolution. There will be consequences for your actions, whether you like it or not. And if you know on the front end what the consequence is, and then you count the cost, maybe we wouldn't get some of the behavior that we're getting. And then the other part is conflict. We're all going to have conflict. That's just the way it is because we're human beings. But how do we resolve it? We got to learn how to resolve it. But when we don't know how to socially communicate, it's hard to communicate in the middle of conflict. So one, a person has to know who they are. And then they have to know what takes them to the next level so they can remove that in the moment of conflict. But we have to give them these skills. We have to let it be known that if you apply this, you're going to be better down the road. And then finally, financial literacy. You know, we start talking about financial literacy and people don't have none, we lose them. So we do it last because we teach them about the bottom line. And when I hear people, oh, you got to have 6 months of, this put up to be financially secure. And I'm thinking, let me see. She just took a payday loan out to keep her lights on. So she is like not even week to week. It's reversed right now. So we have to be real with where we are. We have to help people increase income without them working 90 jobs to get that. So they can get to a place of having some type of peace because they can look at their account and know that I'm okay if tragedy happens today. That's what we got to get to. And so the Black Males Challenge 2024 provides that opportunity. Now, before we get there, some people won't like it because it causes people to think. So some Democrats won't like it because they think black people should just automatically vote one way. Some Republicans won't like it because they don't think black people should ever vote for Democrats because they don't think Democrats ever did nothing for them. All that's fine and dandy. For Team Black Males Challenge, this is for you. If you're a mother, you got a black son, you need to listen. You're a grandmother that you take care of you need to listen. If you're an auntie who is involved with it, you need to listen. If you're a young black male, you need to tune in. If you're a sister, you need to tune in. I'm talking about us having the ability to immediately start creating the change that's needed right now. By only having people to be a part of our world for a change. Why do we always have to enter in everybody else's world? If you're a Democrat, support what we're doing. If you're a Republican, support what we're doing. We've created a platform that allows you to do it in so many ways. You can do it by getting merchandise from us. You can do it by as PACs and campaigns and candidates by speaking in our venue to the people you want to vote for you. Not on these other outlets that which sadly many people don't even tap into anyway. We're in hard to reach areas where people really don't knock on your door because they're afraid of you. That's who I'm talking to. I'm talking to you who's most likely to get a phone call saying that someone you love was killed in the streets, or someone you love is now in jail because they killed someone in the streets, or they robbed somebody, they did something because in their minds, it's the only out they have right now. Our young black males are in the worst position that I've ever seen in my life. You know, I've talked about many of their fathers walked away. They put mom in a position where just trying to survive creates chaos with what I call environmental trauma. This challenge, this opportunity to what I want to call TEAM Black Males winning, or TEAM BMW Who Really Cares Project 2025. We out here talking about this person's project 2025, that person's project 2025. Well, stop whining and crying about what other people, and create your own. Have something for people to look at. So we're gonna have our own project 2025 in Black Males Challenge 2025. Here's what it's gonna do. Its mission is to bring 1 million young black adults, young adults, teenagers, adolescents from 12 to 26 in our team. Be on our team. We want to create 2,025 millionaires from that team. We want to create 100,000 plumbers, 100,000 electricians, 350,000 qualified workers that can change anybody's company for the better. But every last one of them has a position. We want to create 100,000 first responders, 100,000 educators. We can do that, but it takes resources. I'm telling you that 2024 allows us to go into 2025 the right way. A place for our young people to come in and grow, to get that solid foundation, to know they're valuable, to reset the course. Because we don't care if you're from middle school, high school, college dropout, the streets, gangs. Man, we prepared. We have solutions based on experiences that will get you to the next level, will create a pathway to independence, will allow you as a young black male, a young black sister, to be proud of your work, of yourself, come back without having to be an entertainer or an influencer, and create a path for your family. That's what we're offering. And if you can't get with that, I'm okay with that. If you can't see that empowering our young people to change the course of their lives is not worth standing on business to secure the bag, we can appreciate it, but we can't respect it. Everybody has the right to do what they desire to do, but then there is a consequence for what you do. My question and my ask is, once again, look in this mirror. Take that mirror. Let it go around your community. Let it look at the poverty rates, the crime rates, the blight, the abandonment. Then go back and look at all the elected officials that have sat over your community for the last 20 years. And I want you to see what changed. Did it get better? If it did, under who? If it didn't get better, then that tells you right there. Voting alone will not change your plight. At some point, we have to look at reality. We have to be able to accept it. But then we have to be able to leverage the situations so we can change the outcomes, because only people that care, only people that really care are going to change the outcome for the masses. It's sad when all we have to talk about in certain communities is Dr. King. But you travel down his streets in cities. Blight, 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 blight. It's time for all of us to be a Dr. King. Have a drum major instinct. Be the change agents. Be the ones that did your little part to create the change that goes out. We don't need a leader. We need leaders. Because somebody's always following you. Doesn't matter. There's somebody looking up to you. Somebody's looking up to you. Somebody's looking after you. Somebody's mimicking you. It's time out for the rhetoric. I don't want to hear no more politicians talk about history and this is saving democracy. This is the one time we got to show up, because they say that every year. I want people to join the team that says, I've had enough. I can't wait for us to go down even further before I activate. Join the team. Go to teambmw.org. Join the team, join the team, join the team. And remember, you can join the team. You don't have to be black. You can be whatever you want to be. You can join the team because you play a role. But I need these young 12 to 26-year-olds to get ready for change. Get ready for greatness to be put before you. You still got to do the work. But you have a chance, an opportunity to be great. That's all you should ever want. I don't want you to go down and be a part of these downfalls that are continually bringing down people. The entitlement mindset we don't want to have. The slave mindset we don't want to have. The poverty mindset we don't want to have. But I'm going to take that opportunity, man, and I'm going to do my best. Once again, I'm never here to influence you or to entertain you, but I'm always here to empower you. Episode 4, it's like we're getting there. I think that we're making headway. Thanks to everyone that is tuned in so far for the Relentless Voice, hosted by yours truly, Bruce C. Carter. And remember, I am not here to influence you or entertain you, but I am here to empower you. And I hope you're starting to say that at home if you're watching these on a regular basis, because it's important. There's too many ways to be influenced right now. I see our young people on overload of information, which is leading to indoctrination. So I just decided, let me empower people. They can take what they want to from it. They can apply it. They don't have to apply it. But at the end of the day, we got to get better for our young people. That takes me right now to what we're going to talk about today. It's like, who really cares? Who really cares? Because that is a question that you should be asking every day of your life when you give people your time, when you give people access to you, when you give people your hard-earned money, if you do that, when you let people borrow this, who really cares? And when I ask that question, it's a staple point of Team BMW. Like, it's on our wrap vehicles. Who really cares? And I hate to say, there's not many people that really care. There's not many people that really care about your children. They don't care about you. They don't care about your community. They just don't care. And this society is worse every day about not caring. We're in a political season right now. So we're going to talk about politics. We're going to unpack how you can be a part of getting people to care, even if it's short-term care. That means they did what they did because, I kind of better. I don't need them affecting. But we're able to take it and make it do what we gotta make it do for the betterment of our young people and our communities. That's what the Black Male Challenge is about. That's what the TEAM BMW Who Really Cares Project 2025 is about. It's about being able to provide what the young people need from us so they can start thriving and reaching the next plateau. Because believe it or not, if we don't change the course of a majority of our young people, there will be no caregivers. That means there will not be people that will care for you when you need someone to care for you, because their hearts are not geared that way. They don't understand what servanthood is, what family is, what it means to be able to look back, give back, help those that helped you yet. We got to teach them all these things. And the ability to do that on a large scale will change the dynamics, because what we have to do is unpack some of the indoctrination on how they've been influenced intentionally, wherever it came from. We have to deal with some of the miseducation that is taking place on a regular basis, specifically in urban cores with large independent school districts. You see normally the black elected official who've been there way too long talking about how good the school system is. But the fruit of the school system says something different. You see young kids win championship after championship and go to college and cannot read. That's the world we're in, because people love to have influence. They love to be entertained. But trying to empower is a whole nother level. Because if a person doesn't perform or they don't become what you're trying to get them to become, people will say you're a failure. Well, unfortunately, when you plant seeds, when you train a child up in the way they should go, that doesn't mean they're going to be perfect in the process of trying to get old. But at some point, that teaching manifests itself. It comes to life. That's what we got to do. We got to let these kids know, man, we care about you. See me? I really care. I really care. I really care. My care cannot be questioned in a reality, because I have a body of work that brings people from decades that will say, I care. Words, people can say anything. Politicians tell you how much they care. They talk about these big numbers that they brought, but they never talk about the dollars that came to do this, but it never does that. But you keep giving those same dollars to the same people, which to me is misuse and abuse. Because if you went to a car dealership to get your car fixed and you spent $1,000 and your car wasn't fixed, you would go back and demand that they fix your car or give you your money back. You would not go back and give them another $1,000 and it's still not fixed, and go back and give them another $1,000 it's not fixed. Because then it would be on you. Some of the conditions of our community are on you. You, the voter, you, the non-voter. The voter, you're caught up in red, blue, red, blue. You are basically in a game That's a legal game. Young black men go to prison for having on red and blue. Young black men die for having on red and blue. But you get the right to be red or blue to even your state is considered sometimes red or blue, red or blue, blue or red. If you're in that place, here's what we're telling you. We're neutral. That's why we got the gray on today. These things should be clear as black and white, what we're about to say. Team BMW Who Really Cares Project 25 is really simple. We need all blue people supporters, all red people supporters to team up with us. You're going to go to teambmw.org. You're going to show us how much you care. Because at this point, we realize that neither one of these choices either cares enough or has the mindset or the drive or the ability to introduce, create solutions that will change some of the historical issues in black communities. That's what we're about. We have to make sure that 2024 propels us into 2025. So that project that we desire, we have a financial foundation to implement. When I speak for me and my experiences, anyone that knows me know that I'm serious about the young people. They know I'm gonna lay it on the line. No question, no doubt. I could fail at a million things, but I would not fail at getting our kids to the next level. Not gonna happen. It just can't happen. As long as I'm alive and have breath in me, progress with them will take place. They will learn. They will have something in them. They will have a foundation that allows them to grow. They won't all be perfect. They won't all reach the same level of success, but they'll all be successful. Some will go this path, some will go this path, some will take this path, some will take this path, but it's a path that's leading them somewhere, to independence, to value, to caring, to being a positive part of this place we call America, adding to society in a good way. That's what we gotta get. So when you see Team Black Males Challenge, when you see Who Really Cares, and you see both candidates, both party merchandise where we are, don't get mad. Get what you like, or shut your mouth. Get what you want to represent. That's how you help us. That's how you show us you care to some degree. Because the thumbs down, the cursing us out, the calling us traitors, the calling us Uncle Toms, all that stuff to go along with this, it does nothing but fuel the hard to reach to start to despise the color you represent. So every time you disparage someone because you believe they should be doing something, and normally it's because of the color of their skin. I'm so sick of hearing people talk about why black people shouldn't be with this group, why they should do this, why they should do that, why they should do that. The stupidest thing I've ever heard. Team Black Males Winning focuses on taking the group that I believe is at the bottom, raising them up. We are not an organization just for black people. You are welcome to be on this team. Because in my view, once you bring those that's at the bottom, you reset the foundation so we all go higher. I don't want your child to be at Georgia Tech, going to the gas station and get shot, because that's the culture in Atlanta right now. You close down the gas station, but you don't address the culture. That's a problem. I don't want someone to feel like it's okay to rob you because they don't have. Empower enough young people, the mindsets start to change. See, if you help an 18-year-old become a homeowner, other 18-year-olds know it's possible. You take a 26-year-old and they start having a business that's thriving and they're using their hands. They are now electricians and plumbers and carpenters, masonry work. They're building. People believe they can do that. You don't have to be the smartest guy. You don't need all the extra books to be valuable. We just need to teach people how valuable they are and show them how to embrace the value. That's what the Who Really Cares is about. I don't care about a party. I care about people. I am a political strategist for the people. If you are a Democrat political strategist, get on the team. If you are a Republican political strategist, get on the team. If you're a pack that like these candidates, get on the team. If you're a pack that like these candidates, get on the team. It doesn't matter to me. It just doesn't. But what does matter is if you sit on the sideline and you do nothing. It shows me that you don't care. You got a chance to fool us a little bit right now. We're gonna do the work. We have a platform that addresses the issues. I don't know if the Republicans or Donald Trump has a platform for young black males so they can thrive. I don't know if the Democrat Party and Kamala Harris has a platform for young black males so they can thrive. I don't know that. And when they come up with one, who did it come from? A professor sitting at a college drawing information from AI? Or from someone who's been in the streets, in the thick of it, from city to city, community to community, murder to murder, robbery to robbery? That's where I've been. That's what I bring to the table. Real, primary data, real people. People who are being denied access to capital. And they're doing the best with what they got because they were socially and economically disadvantaged when they started off. But they managed to get an LLC. They managed to get some credit cards. And they tried. Tragedy struck. Whether it was a flood or whether it was COVID. So they didn't have 941s. They didn't have 940s. They had Cash App. They had Zelle. They had PayPal. They got denied. Now they got bad business credit. They got bad personal credit. And they don't know what to do. And you just put their next generations into hopelessness. I'm talking to y'all. If you one of them business owners, you one of them parents that just want to see your baby make it out, join Team BMW. We're going to fight to the end. Our voices will be heard. We will show up. We will be loud or we will be quiet. But at the end of the day, we're going to win. Join Team BMW now. And for those who don't like hard truths, for those that are telling you, you need to vote this way because, shut them down. Ask them straight up, what's in it for me? For me, and my kids, and my family, my friends, my community, my business. For me. Make this election about you. Not for democracy, not for this, for you. Let's figure out how we can stand on business, and it's the business of our people, our children, and secure the bag. Join Team BMW. Let's go get it done. Work, 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 work. Always win.